if I was Prime Minister?
That now go happen. That will never happen. You will never live to see that happen.
Me could know family. Mamai me could know. Tune in to GVD TV 115 and Facebook Live this and every Tuesday for Let's Talk with Auntie Gail, where we will discuss what is happening in our constituency and the progress we have made so far. Anu pale epi Auntie Gail, Sule Madi asu GVD TV channel yon sek. Me could not, we've got this. Let's talk. Nous tout, c'est yon famille, and me could not.
I'm not gonna say bye.
We're happy that Mr. Birch will be able to serve us to the extent and serve us very well, which I see to myself that's someone that will be able to work for us.
Mr. Birch, I am wishing you the best of luck in the upcoming election. We love you, we are there with you, we are supporting you. And what can I say? I wish the United Workers' Party all the best in that election.
Thank you, Butch. Thank you, my Prime Minister. We all love you.
Yes.
You have a vision. God give it to you.
Yes.
And you is the best Prime Minister we ever get in St. Lucia.
Yes.
Thank you.
I have every intention to assist in whatever way, in whatever capacity, in wherever I can for the advancement of the people of Beaufort North. I couldn't believe Beaufort North in 2021 still have households that do not have pipe-borne water. But as the current government under the United Workers' Party, they did everything they could to get pipe-borne water for the people of Fonkapesh. And now that the people of Fonkapesh are enjoying this precious commodity, as we say, water is life, and that is a success story. And kudos to the government, the people of Fonkapesh, and by extension Beaufort North, they are extremely happy.
Well, Fortuna Belrose, I don't have no problem with her. I think she's the right person in that time for the right job and to do the right thing, what we always wanted.
Hello everyone, I'm Norbert Williams, right here on Sky FM 93.1. Join me Monday to Friday, 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. for the morning edition of Keeping It Real. And on Tuesdays and Fridays, Minerva Ward joining me from Canada, right near the North Pole. Although it's cold over there, it's gonna be hot in here. Don't you forget, Monday to Friday, 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. on GVD TV and streaming live on Facebook. Don't you miss it. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Bonjour Saint-Lichy, good morning to you. Good morning St. Lucia, and welcome again to another morning edition of Keeping It Real. I'm Norbert Williams with you. Hello, wherever you are. Yeah, it's the birds and the bees again. 8 minutes after 6 in the morning on a glorious Wednesday. That's right, a wonderful Wednesday morning right here in St. Lucia. And good morning to you wherever you are in the north, south, east, and west. Beaufort, Beaufort, come on. It's time to wake up. Levez la, c'est mon levez la. Ni pour aller l'école, ni pour aller travailler. Ni pour aller changer ces bœufs là. Aller changer ces bœufs là, bœuf. Bœuf, bœuf, bœuf. I'm just looking for trouble already this morning. I change ces cabouites là, I porte de l'eau by ces moutons. I coupe zeb là. I porte zeb pour ces bœufs là. Come on! You know what you got to do. That's right. I'm looking for trouble this morning. Good morning to you if you're in Canals. It's a beautiful area down there. My gosh. I want some land in Canals. In that whole area there. Oh my gosh, folks. If you've never been in there, and I'm sure most people have not been in there, it is fantastic. Tell you, St. Lucia has got some beautiful land. St. Lucia has some beautiful scenery, some beautiful places that most of us have never been to. You know that? You realize that? If you get the chance, just turn off, drive inside of there. You might need to take it a little slow, but it is beautiful. I'm telling you. Beautiful. How many syllables are there in that word? Well, I just added a few more. And good morning to those of you who are already, this time of the already in the diaspora. Yo la! U.S. Virgin Islands, Barbados, Canada, Jamaica, Antigua, London, England. Good morning to you. Yeah, I'm looking at you. Australia, South Korea. I mean, folks, there's so many people logged in here in the U.S. Texas, Detroit, Michigan, Chicago, Illinois. Come on, Miami, Florida, Raleigh, Durham, North Carolina. My gosh. L.A. You know, folks, you know what? In looking at all of these things, I don't see too many St. Lucians. Oh, well, I don't know. There were too many people logged in from the west coast of the U.S., you know, like California. Satuan loin, man. If you have to come back home, it's going to cost you an arm and a leg. It's going to take you quite a while. So I think St. Lucians prefer to be on the East Coast. You know, it's closer. Miami, you're right there. One hop. Or New York City, you know. JetBlue, just brap. If you live in West Coast, you got to change maybe in Atlanta or Missouri or somewhere. And maybe you got to wait on the airport a few hours. And if you live in St. Lucia, the flights are in the afternoon. You have to be at the airport waiting for your connecting flight in the night. And and you didn't sleep the night before you left St. Lucia. You know that kind of thing, folks. You know, if you've traveled, you know the vibes. Some people can't sleep the night before, like me. I don't sleep the night before. I'm always packing, finished my packing 2 minutes before I have to leave the house. I don't know. I don't know how that works out, but that's always the case. I'm never ready. It's always packing last minute, running, getting into vehicle. I'm sweating. Doesn't matter if I'm going out of St. Lucia, if I'm coming back, wherever I am. I don't know. Well, what an interesting day it was yesterday. My gosh. And as I had predicted Monday and yesterday morning, exactly what I expected to get from the House about the state of emergency. Let's keep it real, folks. Let's keep it real. It's exactly what we got. And you know that word. Just look it up, folks. The greatest load of poppycock. Poppycock. The greatest load of it. But of course we've been this road before. And we heard all the same worn out arguments, the contrived reasons. The old propaganda and the innuendo, and you know, the government is going to use the police to oppress the people, or to, you know, that sort of thing, you know, like abusing people's rights. Up to now, they can't tell you one right of people that was abused because of the state of emergency, because the only thing that has been implemented under the state of emergency is the curfew. Because you know, folks, we all know that if there had been any infringement through the state of emergency on anyone, that they would have been screaming like Dismewi Madeleine, like banshees from the rooftops. Because look at the COVID cases, how they screaming like, you know, screaming like kahele, bawling like cows. COVID, COVID. So can you imagine? Yeah, I mean, just think about it. People don't think about these things. Again, don't let people just tell you and make you think one way, examine what they say. Do you believe a whole year now you'll have been harping this nonsense about abusing people's rights, the government, it's giving the prime minister or the government too much power, it can be abused. It can be abused, of course. Authority can be abused at any time. You don't need a state of emergency to do that. You don't need a state of emergency to abuse your power. Don't need that. But that has not been the case. Where is the evidence to support that this government has any inclination to abusing its power in this day and age of in the world with the internet and everything? You think the government or any government is going to get away with something like that? Come on. I mean, let's keep it real, folks. Good morning to those of you just logging in from all around St. Lucia. Good morning to you. The number in the studio, just in case you happen to be one of the last few people in St. Lucia who don't know, the number in the studio is 456-0931, 456-0931. And you can give us a call here at any time at Sky FM. And let us know what you think. You know, this morning, yesterday I was here with yours truly, Minerva Ward. And the day before I was here in the morning. And usually I set the pace, set the tone. I get into the topic of the day or the issues that I want to discuss with you, the issues that I want to keep real with you. Eye to eye, But today, maybe I'll do that on a regular. And those of you who missed Keeping It Real last night, shame on you. On Hot 7 TV, folks, it was hot. It went on for 2 hours. So if you missed it, you can always go over to the Sky FM Facebook page or the Keeping It Real Facebook page, facebook.com/KeepingItRealSLU or facebook.com/SkyFMSLU. How you like that? So let me just work a little something there for you, folks. The frequency on FM, on the FM band, you know what FM means? Frequency modulation. 93.1 around the island, folks. Anywhere you go. 93.1. In Dennery, you're in Canaries, you're in Choiseul, you're in Cap Estate, wherever you are. You just don't touch that dial. Good morning to the minibus drivers. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. You get somebody in your car, in your van, in your truck, and you got Sky FM locked on there seriously, and they reach over. Hey! Don't touch that dial. 93.1. Good morning to the policemen out there. Police! Good morning to the policemen. Good morning to the firemen. Good morning to you. Yesterday was what? International Firemen's Day or the month or whatever it was. Good morning to you, firemen. Good morning, fire women. Good morning to the fire PRO. Hi, how are you doing? Good morning to you. Good morning to the police officers all over St. Lucia, wherever they are, wherever you are. Good morning to you. And people can say what they want and try to throw the police under the bus and all kind of nonsense in the house about the police using the police to abuse. Pappy show. Using the police to the... Folks, let me ask you a simple question. Anything that the police are enforcing, isn't it on the book? Aren't they laws of St. Lucia? Are the police just making up laws? I mean, for people who are sitting parliamentarians to spew such nonsense, and clearly for political purposes, clearly with a political agenda. Come on, man. Come on. You gotta move beyond this foolishness, this stupidity, this ignorance, this arrogance, this deceitfulness, this propagandizing. of everything. And I believe, like I tell you, all the time, every day, I believe. Seriously, I see it. I've been around long enough. I see the patterns of behavior. I see the reactions. I see the statements online. I feel the on the ground sentiment. I think we're going to have a blockbuster turnout at the polls this time around. And the people of St. Lucia are going to send a very strong and clear message to the bandoleros over there, the 6 horsemen and all the others. Some people say the Taliban. I can feel it. I've felt, St. Lucia for a very long time. And you know, there comes a point when you know. Good morning to you over there in Auger. Good morning to you in Agad. Good morning, Agad. Good morning to Kabish and Plateau and Babono. Yeah. Good morning to you. Good morning to Canaries, the sleepy village. Canaries and Ancillary are kind of like, the last vestiges of sleepy villageness in St. Lucia. Sleepy, it's just a cool, kind of world. Nice and quiet. Life starts slowly in the morning. Now I want to tell you something. I want to tell you something this morning. I want somebody to call me. One of you, any of you. It doesn't matter if you're wrong. You don't need to know the answer. I'm going to ask you a question. I want you to tell me, what is your impression? What do you believe it is? What is village tourism? I want you to tell me. You don't have to give me any brain box response. You just have to tell me what you think the focus of village tourism is. I'm just conducting a little survey this morning. There's no right answer, just so that you know. There's no right answer. And in fact, I want you to tell me if you've ever heard of village tourism, and if you have, tell me what your impression is that it's supposed to be. Okay? 21 minutes after 6 in the morning on a glorious Wednesday in St. Lucia. And of course, we're going to go to the Sky FM Weather Center with non-meteorologist Norbert Williams. The current temperature in Castries is 79 degrees. It's going up to a high today of 86 degrees. Currently, it's overcast with clouds. Barely any sight of the sky from where I am, looking out of the window here in the Sky FM studios. Just a few patches, a little patch here and there of blue, but it looks like the sun's going to be blowing it, burning it all off. And today we have, until 4 o'clock this afternoon, just about a 2-3-4% chance of rain. So minimal. If anything, just a little light shower of blessings. And it's going to be gone. All throughout the day, the sun and the stars are going to be playing hide and seek. And then we get a little higher chance of rain from about midnight into the morning tomorrow. Yeah. 33% chance of rain overnight into tomorrow morning. How you like that, folks? I'm Norbert Williams from the Sky FM Weather Center. There you go. So I dare to say you don't need the umbrella today. But if you have it in your car, leave it there. You never know, it might just be raining where you're standing. So today is your day. Wednesdays are going to be your day. That's what I'm going to call it. Your day. You know, where you bring up the topic. Where you ask your question. Where you make your statement, your observation, whatever it is. Where you keep it real with me. And that was, as I was saying, 93.1 around the island. On your FM dial or radio or boombox or in your car, in your minibus or truck or your boat or your plane, if you happen to be flying over St. Lucia, thank you so much for tuning in. You know, if you just put that on scan and whoop, just happen to catch 93.1. Good morning to you way up there where the air is rare. Morning to you. Looks like a lovely day to fly, folks, I'm telling you. Lovely day to fly. Be in the cockpit, looking out on you. Cloud surfing. So last night's show was very interesting, and I know quite a number of you who were on there last night are here this morning. And the number in the studio, if you want to give me a ring-a-ling on the ting-a-ling, is 456-0931. You can see that 931 there, folks. Same thing as the frequency. 456-0931. And the number for our WhatsApp, yay, we got you, folks. Wherever you are, can't get away. You can give us a call if you're one of the frugal people out there in St. Lucia who doesn't want to spend money to make a call, or you don't have any credit and all you have access to right now is Wi-Fi. You can 485-0931 again, 485-0931. Or if you're out in the diaspora, you want to give us a call, and call in direct, it's going to cost you something. WhatsApp is free. That's right. 485-0931 for WhatsApp. Well, we went a little later last night on the show on Hot 7 TV, so maybe quite a number of you, well, the fans of the show are still knocked out. And somebody says, "Good morning, Mr. Williams. How are you?" I'm doing good. "I would like to know why the opposition members walk out when Guy Joseph is speaking. They did it last sitting and yesterday again, except Alva Baptiste, who stayed. The big question is, why?" Well, maybe you should direct that to the leader of the opposition. Write a letter, send him an email, call the office, speak to his assistant or whoever's there. Or maybe you can give their PRO or communications officer a call. I don't know what the number is. Find out. I'm sure people in St. Lucia have a bad habit of giving out people's numbers without their approval. I don't do that. I don't care. "Where's my friend?" I say, "That's okay. If you're your friend, you should have the number." Or you have a call coming in via the WhatsApp number. Uh-oh. I pressed the wrong button. I ended the call. You'll have to call back. I pressed the wrong number. Because, folks, I usually don't take regular calls on the WhatsApp number because I want to leave it for those who can't call and those who are out in the diaspora, so that you can call free via WhatsApp voice. 485-0931. Well, I'll take this one. Good morning, you on the air. Let's keep it real.
Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Yeah, Mr. Butaiman. Last night I was listening to your show.
Yeah.
And when you was when they walk out the house.
The Renegades one from 2008.
I want you to play that clip for me. What Richard was saying and Rep Fork and Surrey Canaries, because them fellas as though Pierre is the best representative for St. Lucia. Okay? Now, what they was saying, I just wanted you to just give that clip for the people to see what, right?
Okay, well, I actually don't have that lined up. You're watching on TV?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't have that lined up.
Next Tuesday.
You want to see it again?
Yeah.
Well, I can have it lined up for you to watch.
And that for and Surrey Canaries.
Okay, you can't really hear what they're saying too clearly because they're not on the mic. But if you want, I can put it on for you tomorrow morning. I can get that lined up for you tomorrow morning.
Right, yes. Okay.
You're talking about that clip where the opposition walked out.
Yeah.
Where they're saying, "Renegades!"
On your show.
Huh?
Hold on with your show. Okay?
Say that again?
Just hold on with the show, all right? Don't
Okay.
let nobody come and confuse you.
Okay, nah, don't worry about that, man. Don't worry about that. Anybody mess around, they get flushed.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you
It's
very
a nice
much.
show.
Have a
Alright,
great
yeah.
day. Thank you.
Enjoy your day.
You too. Thank you very much.
Uh,
Yeah, last night was hot, folks. It was hotty. It was hot. 4560931. LeClary, what's going on? And I wonder if that is him. Good morning, you on the air. Let's keep it real.
Yeah, morning.
Morning.
I put it on. I gave a lady a ride. Stay just out here with a goalie back on. If you have souffle, mon cher, if you have souffle, you probably tell me.
Well, you know, you usually have that effect when you're getting the bad vibes out of people, you know. When you keep it real, they just don't want to deal with it.
Yeah, morning. Okay.
Well, thank you very much. Have a great day. Well, to the caller who called, the one before the last caller, before this one, you can actually go and have a look at that clip again. If you are on Facebook, you can go to facebook.com/Keeping It Real SLU, and you can check out the show from last night on there. Good morning, you on the air. Let's keep it real.
Good morning, baseball.
Morning, ma. What going on, BG, ma?
Oh, you're having breakfast, man.
Ma, you ain't bring nothing for me? Ma, look, ma, that ain't right, ma.
Corned beef, corned beef.
Man, look, ma, is eat that too, you know.
Oh, you're a big shot, man. You like steak.
Nah, ma, is eat. Look, ma, look. Don't play with me, ma. Is eat that too, ma. Corned beef, ma. You lick it up, ma.
But that's poor man food, man. You can't eat poor man food.
Nah, what you talking about, ma? You don't know what you talking about. You making sport, BG.
You don't know what fat like me, you know, man.
Ma, what you talking about, ma? Ma, what you talking about? Ma, eat anything, ma.
You eat corned beef, you go vomit. You're big shot. You see your caviar.
Nah, man. I don't even know how to spell that. I don't even know how to spell that, ma. Cavi who? Cavi who?
Caviar, salmon, you know what I'm saying?
Talk to me.
No. Good morning, St. Lucia. Good morning, Ballard Hill, Conway, Danny Road. Good morning to my favorite, the world's best elderly statesman, great minds, Michael Shash, there's Peter Josie. Not forgetting the world's #1 Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Sharon Belmont George. Good morning to you all. Now, you asked a question about village tourism. My description of village tourism is like...
Your understanding.
My understanding. Because I ain't too bright, you know me. Once a war frat, always a war frat. I only went to school on Saturdays and Sundays. Let me tell you, I think having the tourists to mingle, get the feel of things, dealing with the people in the village. That's how I look at it. Follow me?
I'm listening to you.
That's what I think.
Say it again.
Having the tourists to go to the villages and have a feel of things, how the villagers live.
Mm-hmm.
You know, mingling with the villagers, you know, getting down to the brass tacks, getting down to earth. You understand? The real deal. How the people really live. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. Hello?
Yeah, I'm listening to you, man. Go ahead.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Anyhow, I want to go on something else. Am I right or am I wrong?
Well, yes, you are. In a bit.
Okay,
yeah.
Yeah, okay, let me go to something else anyhow.
Yeah. I'm going to take a few more calls on that because I think there's a very significant part of it that a lot of people are missing.
But I have something to say before you go there. I'm a working man, you know.
Yeah.
Let me say this to you. I have been calling for Kenny Anthony, Philip J. Pierre, Venezuela, to apologize to my people for the death trap of St. Louis they built.
That's what you call it? That's what you call it?
A death trap.
Yeah?
With pillars coming down and pillars getting ready to fall. It's just a matter of time and this and that. The lies and the the SH and Sufre lands and Cabot lands. Kerry Anthony, I'm talking to you. Philip, I'm talking to you. Initially, I'm talking to you. You're too damn arrogant. You'll get around fooling people every day. You're not fooling me. I ain't forget y'all, you know. And then we have our great Prime Minister, Sir Alan Michael Shastney, doing the best for our country. Our country has never looked the way, has never been the way it is today. Okay? Doing a great job infrastructure-wise and the virus pandemic. And not even with the virus, y'all can come together as the government. Y'all are the only opposition in the world that opposes everything the government do. Y'all are a disgrace to country. And every day y'all come and talk about the Malawi. The Malawians who dying. Kenny, you could go away to a hospital overseas. Okay? That's why our current Prime Minister, Sir Alan Michael Shastney, is trying to make a solution and free medical for all, so we don't have to go nowhere. Okay? Stop your nonsense. Go ahead, your nasty, dirty tricks. All you got the eyes on is on the cookie jar. You want to make your retirement with the cookie jar, but you're not getting back there. 17 nuts. What is it? Not a seat for you. Give me that song. Not a damn seat for y'all. Y'all are oppressors. Y'all are depressors. Depressors. Y'all are all depressors, y'all are, man. Y'all are disgrace. Every day walk on the Malawi. Y'all don't care about Malawi. Look at my Finnish Conway. Banana Hill Darling Road. Look at it. What have you done for Conway? Banana Hill Darling Road. What have you done for it? What have you done for Banana Hill Conway? I'm asking y'all. What have you done for Marsha? What have you done for Fulasho? Y'all are just bent on keeping us in the doldrums. We ain't got back. People in the 21st century, and we still live in the 15th century. Because a lot of people don't have one toilet. A lot of people still, in the city I'm talking about, in the city, the capital of Castries, people still dealing with bache in the 21st century. And y'all got the audacity. Y'all break up the damn country. Nobody will lay you a damn penny. But y'all go around the country talk a lot of bullshit. Shut up. Shut the hell up. Go in the house and don't come back. When you walk in your house, never go back in that house. You're a disgrace. Got the audacity to talk about y'all want government, want back in your country. Which country you want back? Which country you want back? Against y'all, boy. Y'all are the worst political party in the history of the world. Y'all are worse than Hitler. Okay? Y'all are worse than damn Hitler. That's how bad y'all are. I've got the audacity to talk. I'm a bit nice. Alan Shastney ain't going away. I don't walk around talking about the great Alan Shastney is not a solution. Alan Shastney is more solution than y'all. Alan Shastney be in the gallons of place that y'all call hell. That was this one wrong. Okay? Alan Shastney to hug us. Like anybody else.
Okay,
not
keep
y'all.
the blood pressure down. Keep the blood pressure down. It's early. It's still early.
Guys, man.
Still early.
Because I have a let me do something, Mr. Williams. People like Alan, the great Alan Michael Shastney do not come along every day. They don't come along every day. Those kind of people come along once every 50 or 100 years. You think I don't have to go be there taking all the abuse of these people? You know that the world knows that. But the man is so modest, so humble, so down to earth. Your doesn't have the qualities the man has. The man to walk is king, princess, queens, and still walk with the man in the street. That's what I'm talking about. And he's not acting. That's how the man is. The man's a born leader. Not the damn stage. The damn rascals. Huh? Every day y'all come to Alan Shastney trouble. Alan's defender. And you want to know? No, you don't give me anything. But I'm not standing for your bullshit. Y'all fool me long enough.
Okay, caller.
Y'all fool me long enough, man.
You got 30 seconds.
The Malawians. especially when people are calling it Barajal Darren Road. I'm tired of it. Shut up. Okay? Have a good day, sir.
Thank you very much. Thanks for keeping it real. I have a message here, folks. Good morning, Norbert. Miss Malcolm from Deriso is celebrating her birthday today. Please wish her a very happy birthday, coming from the Micoud South UWP family. Happy birthday, Miss Malcolm in Deriso. Happy birthday to you, coming from everyone in Deriso. Good morning, you on the air. Let's keep it real.
Good morning.
Hey, look who's here, man. You're gonna have to dock some of your pay, man. People call ahead of you this morning. What's going on?
Yes. But anyway, I used to short pay. You know, one way to put an end to sorrows is to have nothing to do with it at all. Keep it at a great distance. That means do not give sorrows to anyone, and do not take sorrows neither. Watch an example. Someone steps on your toe with a shoe made out of steel. Your attention is either go to the aching toe or to the one who steps on it. If all our time and energy is spent in soothing the aching toe, the matter can easily be a one. But if all muscles, all intent, determined to take revenge, then the matter can easily be an open one. You see, so has been given, and so has been accepted. So you don't go one step further, creating feelings of revenge. When a snake bites you, it is not the snake that kills you. It's the venom that remains in your system that kills you. So, let go of the venom of your enemy by learning to forgive. Have a great day.
Thank you very much. Thanks for keeping it real. You're keeping it real. Early morning Leclerc thought of the day. 4560931. I'm going to wish Miss Malcolm out there in Deriso, there's Resux. Happy birthday to you, coming from your UWP family of friends and all down there in Deriso. Miss Malcolm in Deriso, happy birthday to you. That's right. Happy birthday to you. It's a special day. Are you getting any cake? Did y'all get Miss Malcolm any cake? Do y'all have a surprise planned for her? You know, what's going on? I hope I get a piece of cake, Miss Malcolm. Yeah. You know, everybody loves, well, just about everybody loves some birthday cake, you know. Me ada mun cafe bon po baila wed kon wash ipan go. A do boy. Boy, Lucian's ain't easy, you know. A do boy. Where you get that name from? Do boy. Some people tell you they make a cake for you, boy. Baila kon en boulder. So shit is let tetamunyo more. I'm just keeping it real with you folks. Don't you think so? Isn't that the truth? That's right. There you go. Miss Malcolm in Deriso. Happy birthday to you. And all the Keeping It Real fans out there in St. Lucia and wherever you are around the world, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Yeah. It's your special day. Mine's gonna be here soon. I'm telling you. Everybody loves a birthday. You know, it's like, you know, some people feel like, it's their special day. They have some special privileges. Everybody's supposed to bow down, hail to the birthday one. Yeah, happy birthday to you. There you go, folks.
Just dream as clear as he, that they should make it become an illusion. And we all know everything that each different time will bring. Or in peace our hearts will sing. Thanks to Martin Luther King. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Why has there never been a holiday? Where peace is celebrated throughout the world. Time is overdue. And the whole day should be spent in full remembrance of those who lived and died for the oneness of all people. So let us all begin. We know it's up to win, but I'm gonna hold it in. Say it loud as you can. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy We know the key to unity of all people is in the dream that you had so long ago that lives in all of the hearts of people. Believe me. We'll make the dream become a reality. I know we will. Because our hearts tell us so.
And a happy birthday to you folks if you're celebrating your birthday today. Special happy birthday to Miss Malcolm out there in Derisol, coming to you from all your friends and family from the UWP and beyond. Good morning, you're on the air. Let's keep it real.
Good morning, Mr. Nabel.
Good morning.
What
You sound a little muffled, caller. You need to clear your microphone. Is something
Hello?
is something over your microphone?
No.
Okay, you sound a little bit muffled. Go ahead.
I was asking what the leader of the opposition and his colleagues will be doing. Getting this that is in that, their people are doing that. Because Mr. Pierre says, we have no leader and want to be the prime minister for earth is has to be. No. Not over our dead body. Mr. Pierre has to do. Because all the nonsense, it has to stop. And again, Mr. Pierre don't have no respect for the other colleagues in the house,
The speaker
of the house. No respect at all. And you want to be the leader, to sit on here for it. My prime minister? No. According to this thing, we rather put a white man there, not Mr. Pierre. You have a good day, Mr. Nabel.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you for keeping it real. And I don't think that the color of anybody's skin makes them more suitable to be prime minister or to be in the parliament of St. Lucia. I think it's on your dedication, it's on your commitment, it's on your record, and your dedication to work in the interest of the people of
Good
St.
morning,
Lucia.
yours truly.
Good morning, you're on the air.
How are you, yours truly?
Morning, I'm doing great. Much better
I
now
know
that
you're
I hear
doing
your
great
voice.
Because I can see you doing great and I can hear you doing great.
You're spying on me again.
So thanks for last night and thanks for this
Oh, you're
morning,
welcome.
and to all the people who were playing their part on Sky FM.
Yeah.
To make our life happy,
Well,
to make
thank
us
you.
understand and know things that are going on. We are thanking you all.
Every day, every day.
Every day. And I want to say good morning to Miss Teresa Active,
Hey,
Chinese
Teresa.
and Sandy and everybody
Chinese
that's
and
listening, the people from Majomel,
Yeah.
Ita, Lucy, in Burns, everybody. Thank you and Minerva. Morning, bye-bye.
Thank you. Have a great day. Thank you for keeping it real. I'm seeing some blue skies now. Seeing some blue skies. Good morning, you're on the air. Let's keep it real.
Good morning, Mr. Williams.
Morning, how are you?
Mr. Williams, I'm doing good. You know, like you've been saying that the SLP is very predictable.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I said I wouldn't listen to them in the house because
Yeah.
I know exactly where they would come from
Yeah,
for the extension of the SOE.
yeah.
But when I listened to Mr. Edwards,
Sean, first one.
Sean said that the COVID extension, yes, is certainly not because of COVID. Because, like, basically he's saying we don't have a COVID problem. And the extension is only to buy the government time for election. And you know, the next thing he said that when he moved around, he noticed that the people are very frustrated. And it's been showing in the on weekends. You know, now when I listened to Mr. Pierre again was very flat, and he made mention of people in Victoria Hospital and not having a certain condition. But he never mentioned the fact that they have also hotels where people have good and very nice accommodation. You know, they will not touch on those things. They like to highlight the negative
Only the negative. Only the negative, caller.
Only the negative.
That's all they're interested in.
So I know that's all they're interested in, and I don't understand what the SLP is trying to do. The SLP is not ready to govern this place, you know. And also, if you have a time in between, if you could play From My Corner from Morgie for them, because you know it is very important for them to know how soon after the SLP had a majority of 16-1 that they was falling apart. So it's very good to highlight that time to time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Thanks for keeping it real. Thank you very much for keeping it real. From My Corner, Morgie said. Well, folks, I don't know, but maybe there's some gem of information in that one. That's why he wants it. From My Corner, Morgie. So why don't we hear what Morgie has to say about that?
Mr. Speaker, I welcome this occasion to address both the young and old generation. I can see my people liberty.
Good morning, you on the air. Let's keep it real.
Good morning, Norbert.
Morning, how are you?
Doing this morning?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm fine.
Did you catch the show last night?
Oh yes, I even fell asleep over it. I think I was too tired. I was laughing so much I knocked out.
What were you? You were laughing at me? Is that what it is?
No, I was laughing at I was laughing at Philip in the house.
Yeah.
You know, I forgot that part of Parliament where Philip took on the
speaker.
the speaker.
Yeah.
And
Renegades.
Philip is saying that he's not part of it. He wasn't there. Remember, he always saying that he wasn't there. That Philip has always been there.
He never know. He never know. I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't
Yes,
know.
And Philip know everything that's happening.
I don't know. I don't know.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I listened to the PM yesterday, and there was a bill that he passed, and I am so happy.
Which
The
one?
Money Laundering Act.
Ah.
The Money Laundering Act. We finally have a prime minister in St. Lucia. I remember when he passed that. I remember.
Well, it's just a bill, just an
As a
amendment.
friend.
It was just an amendment.
Yes, the amendment. But I still smile because I remember when Ernest Hilaire has a friend in Barbados that they arrested with that money laundering thing. Because the PM made mention of it once in the House when they were debating how they arrested his friend, and he wished to see how that turned up. I remember them. But it's good to know that the PM is going places, put things in place for St. Lucia, because we really need that in the country. We really need this thing. But it's still good now, but it is still good because these people will not go in there.
Yeah, well.
They are afraid of these things. These people go and touch on these things, put things in place so that when they come there, they cannot just go and do nonsense inside of them, have the country suffering with all sorts of corruption and everything like that. It's still good. We go in places. That's what we needed in St. Lucia. We need a strong leader. And God bless us with one. And I was happy that he went that way.
Yeah.
And another thing is he told them that they are arguing in the House and they are yet to come up with a plan. Let's say if the country happen to elect them, what are they going to do with the COVID? What plans do they have? They're coming in the House and they're just talking and they're not telling anybody they plan.
Why are you wasting your time? They always have a plan, but when it comes to implementing it, that's the problem with them. When it comes to rolling it out, that's what the problem continues to be.
But they have a plan, but they're not rolling it out. But this time around, they don't have. They cannot tell the people what they're going to do.
Sans plan.
According to ring the bell, sans plan. What are they going to do if they come in there? What are they going to do are they going to take the COVID away?
Well, I heard so much nonsense yesterday about, in one sentence, they would say something, and in the next sentence, they would contradict themselves, like the government is using the state of emergency to give themselves more time. That's the only reason. But then in the next sentence, they would say the situation of COVID we have now. I said, jeez. Gosh.
This fella, they run out of ideas. They even run out of making the government work.
But you know what it seems to me? You know what it seems to me? That they have seen the writing on the wall. They realize what's happening now with St. Lucia, what the people of St. Lucia are leaning to. And they've practically given up, but they just have to keep a straight face. And what's happening now is that they're just going through the motions. Yesterday, and the last time they were in there, I did not see any energy. I did not hear anything sensible or meaningful. And it's just like, somebody just gave up and they're just waiting for the match to finish, for them to go home. That's all it is.
And they're just hoping that the people will elect them.
Yeah,
They have no plan, they have no strategy. But when you start so early in the race, you expect to have energy in the end?
Well, it's not start so early, it's to start honestly, to start with a meaningful foundation. That was not there. It was just about opposing.
Yes. It was about opposing and trying to get rid of the prime minister. They have no merit, no base, no nothing. They're lacking everything. These people, what is wrong with them? They're not ready. And I love the fact when the PM told them that they're not taking blame on all what they did with St. Lucia. They didn't take blame for St. Jude's, the seabed.
Well, that's another story.
And they're trying to fight to come inside of there again. You are not to what you all did. You know, you never come to tell solutions that you're not sorry for that, you're not sorry for not completing that, you're not sorry for putting us tied down in the seatbelt, sorry for that. But you just want to come inside and do the same thing again. You don't have no plans, you don't have nothing. A set of empty vessels, just making noise. They have nothing. I think that is it for them. They have finished, and people of St. Lucia are just waiting for the date for them to go to vote.
Yeah.
That is it for them.
Okay. Thank you very much,
Anyway,
caller.
have
Have a great day. Thank you
You're
very much. Okay. We have another call via WhatsApp. Good morning. You on the air. Let's keep it real.
Morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. Good show last night.
Thank you
Great,
very
great,
much.
great show last
Thank you.
Now, let me tell you what I gathered from the show last night. If I tell you what you have on your show last night, it is clearly showing that where Pierre and Sean is in a fight. If I listen to the beginning of Mr. Edwards' contribution, where he said, one time, where he said, the state of emergency or the curfew is not needed at the time. And then Philip Japier is now coming back and saying, yes, the government could have come and do that for 3 weeks, and the next 3 weeks come back again. So, while Sean is condemning something, Pierre is saying, yes, it can happen. It is just clearly show you again, when Pierre said that St. Lucia was not prepared and the Prime Minister was not prepared for the COVID-19, then you attended the CIMAC meeting, and he's saying where it was first class,
World class. Yeah.
So you see, Sean is saying he's condemning something, Philip Japier is saying something different. So it actually shows me where the two of them cannot.
They're all over the
together
map.
as to what-
All over the map.
all over. Supporting one is not supporting. So it what I laughed at the lady call a while ago, she said she laughed, but I laughed at. I was just saying to myself, what how you exposing them fellas there? You're just exposing both of them there. It's a ring where you don't even know what to do. But actually, they run out of energy, they run out of TV, they run out of artistry, just waiting for the knockout blows, and then just into that.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was thank you very much.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you for keeping it real. Have a great day. 4560931. Or you can call via WhatsApp or send me a message. 4850931. We have a ring-a-ling on the ting-a-ling. Good morning. You on the air. Let's keep it real.
Hi, Mr. Nobby.
Morning.
Yeah,
I doubt.
talk to me, buddy. I'm the political leader of the opposition.
You're making alligators. You're an imposter.
No. Let's keep it real.
Well, that's what we're doing.
Why you all keep going at me and saying I have said nothing? I'm the political leader and leader of the opposition.
Yeah, and you're black. You're black. You have one passport and you never lived anywhere. St. Lucia is the only thing you have. The only place you have to go.
I am a St. Lucian.
Yeah.
You have a problem with that?
No, not at all.
Okay, well, let's talk.
Yeah, let's talk.
Why you all are saying I cannot be the next prime minister and stuff like that? I have been there for almost 25 years representing East Castries. That's the reason why East Castries, they have me there. You know?
And what have you done for East Castries? What have you done for Marchand?
Well, the people could tell you because of, the portfolios that was assigned to me for the various years, like infrastructure, tourism.
Yeah.
I have done something for Masha. I have only put some lights on the playing field in Masha.
Yeah.
But unfortunately,
But what else you did?
I beg your pardon?
Well, what else you did in all those years?
Well, I did a little patching up of some of the roads in my constituency.
Yeah.
You remember Black Mali had a little problem there. I dealt with it, but not 100%. But I feel if I get the opportunity to become Prime Minister,
Now you will.
A city.
Oh, you will?
Yes.
How are you going to do that? What about George Charles Boulevard? What did you do for the people there? What for Castries, for Bocage? What did you do for Bocage? What did you do? What infrastructure? What meaningful amenities did you put in place for the people? You know, I heard something. I heard something. I heard something about a toilet or something, or freeness.
Well, I know over the 24 years, going to 25 years, this is one of the major issues I have had, putting proper toilet for those people. But when I become Prime Minister, all these things will turn around.
You'll put bigger ones.
I will do better because I will be the Prime Minister and Minister for Finance. So
Oh, you will?
Problem is that.
Oh, okay. What other plans do you have for them? What plans do you have for St. Lucia?
For St. Lucia? Well, I have big plans for St. Lucia. I may even bring social security to this country.
Oh.
You know? And I will try to concentrate on the youth of St. Lucia.
The youth. You mean the youth.
Yeah, the youth, the young people.
So how was the show last night? Let's keep it real now.
Okay, your show was excellent, brilliant. Brilliant show, man. I couldn't ask for more. More and more keeping it real, then getting better and better while the months leading into the general election, getting better and better. This is the only show that could educate the St. Lucian people. Because we have a lot of media houses. I think they'll have to go back and take some courses to know what media is all about, especially when a government is performing at its best. And those projects island-wide, people are not knowing what is happening. But with 93.1, bringing all the information, and praise God for that new technology that just came into St. Lucia, GVTV. It exposing the government work all over the country, and people who have telephones could go to GVTV and they could see exactly what the government is doing. And praise God for the team that 93.1 has, bringing all the information to light to the general public. And people is seeing where this government is going with this country, regardless of the pandemic actually slow us down, but we're still strong, putting the bits and pieces together.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, caller. Thanks
You're
for
welcome.
keeping it real. 4560931, and our WhatsApp number is 4850931. Somebody sent me something here. New curfew hours for Jamaica effective until June the 2nd. Weekdays, the curfew is 8 p.m. until 5 a.m. Weekend curfew, Saturdays, 6 p.m. to 5 a.m. Sundays, 2 p.m., 2 in the afternoon to 5 a.m. next morning. Labor Day, which is Monday, May the 24th, all-day curfew, no movement. Good morning, you on the air. Let's keep it real.
Yes, my brother.
Good morning.
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Well, great for now.
All right, talk to me.
What I admire about your shows,
Oh, thank you very much.
it's a very good thing you're doing to bring back, certain things that transpired,
Yeah.
things that people actually forgot,
Yeah.
About and things, because, the mind can waver.
You put that nicely,
Yeah,
diplomatically.
Yeah. Now, the other thing, let the wheat and the tares grow together. That's a good thing. The Bible says so. But at the same time, there's a process. Because during that time, when you come for the sifting now, those persons who have been with the tares all the time, they have an opportunity to come to the wheat. So if you remain in something and you actually see that the thing is not good, you make a change. You don't stay back and say Somerset and Sa Motago. That is not improvement. That is not development. You are moving on because you want to do something better. You are seeing for yourself that it is not good. So I want to make a step forward. I want to remove myself from that because it is not good. The other thing I want to say, the time we are at now, the 2021, that is not 1975 and the 80s. That is a new period.
Yeah.
Right? And the man at the helm, the person who is representing that, that is the man for the time. And if a man has vision, you know, you're supposed to be able to see that. You understand? And if you want good and you want to encourage, you know, the nation to move forward, you have to move in line and support. But when you remain that way, and even other intellectuals, now I understand, because remember, Satan and his host, right? Satan and his host, he has his people too. All right?
Yeah.
And they're working. But the point that is being made is that you'll always find people, right, remaining on their side of the party, even if they know better. You can't prevent that. But the majority, St. Lucians have to understand and to be able to see for themselves, which is actually being done right now, what is going on and what is happening, you know. And anybody who is moving against that, okay, ought not to be considered as productive and enabling the process to move on. And even in certain areas too, man, I see some of the fellas there, you could just resign and finish with that. Because you're just wasting people's time. You know, you come in there and you know, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
You actually see the thing live.
Yeah.
You know, all youngsters now moving forward, little children sometimes, I myself say, boy, what the age of that child and all the experience I have, and look at that.
Yeah.
And you come in with the same thing all the time.
That's right. Yeah. You're so right, caller.
Yeah, so it is time, man.
No ideas, no new vision, no new ideas, no new nothing. Just the same thing, the same old, you know, like a hamster on a treadmill, you know, just same thing over and over. But but caller, let me tell you something. When you never lived anywhere, you never travel as such, you're stuck. You have no new ideas, you have no new scope, you have no new experiences, you have nothing to bring into what we're doing here, you know, as if it's a badge of honor that you never gone anywhere, you never really lived anywhere, you know. And
now, I want to tell you something. You didn't notice last night when I think that is what I saw, when the guy was amending certain things, right, that Philip actually stood up and said, oh yes, we have that in the process already. But the Labour Party actually organized this. This just was there. But it was there, but it was never implemented.
Yeah. Well, that continues to be the case, you know. They had the idea, they had a plan, they wanted to do this, or they started to do it, they never finished, they never implement, they never complete, they n'ont jamais nada rien.
You see? Yeah, man. So boy, I give another person a chance, man.
Okay, thank you very much.
Good work, man.
Thanks for keeping it real. Thank you. Have a great day. 456-0931 and WhatsApp. Somebody was trying, well, a number of people have been trying to call via WhatsApp. Already we have so many messages, I might as well just get to them. Whoop. And here we go. No, but the opposition cannot handle Guy Joseph because he sets them straight. It is about time it becomes law that ministers are charged and held accountable for boycotting the House. They are elected to represent, in capital letters, the people. Next one. Let's see here. Good morning, Mr. Norbert. You make me feel like an old man. You'll call me Mr. Norbert, but that's okay. Good morning, Mr. Norbert. I know you had a long day yesterday. I did. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Very long. But hope you're doing fine today. I was awoken by the Hot 7 news this morning, and I didn't stop laughing when I heard Mr. Pierre say that he is a better dancer than Mr. Chasney. If Mr. Pierre can't even stand firm, how is he able to dance? He really needs to check the words coming from his mouth. Next one. Good morning, Mr. Williams. Good show as usual. Keep on keeping it real, my bro. I don't usually call, but I'm a big fan of your show and Sky FM. Have a blessed day. Oh, thank you so much. You made my day. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. I'm sure all the other people here appreciate it just as well. First time regular listener on your show. Doing a great job. Keep it up. Thank you very much. Folks, it's like the fans are coming out today. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Okay. Remind the nation. That's right. You know, people are paying attention, you know. The Range Rover case is coming up on the 7th. Today's the 5th. That's day after tomorrow. Friday. Range Rover case with Ernest Hilaire and the Customs Department and all of that is coming up on Friday, folks, the 7th of May. Good morning, Nobby. We need to understand that the actions of the SLP in opposition only serve to create confusion, defiance, and financial burdens for the very government they wish to control. Remember the 14.5% increase that Kenny marched for, and all he has offered is 000. By the way, that is well captured in Moggy's song, En Rouge. Okay. Next one. It's my birthday too. You want me to mention your name? Happy birthday to you. Sylvie. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Hope you have a wonderful day. All the best from me here on Keeping It Real and everybody at Sky FM. Happy birthday to you, Sylvie. Next one. We have a message here. Let's get into that. Good morning, Norbert. Since you said today is our day, and I'm not sure you got time to read all the messages yesterday, including mine, I think I will send my message again because it troubles me. Good morning. And then, I guess, the message from yesterday. Good morning, Norbert and Minerva. Very interesting and enlightening show today. As always, I enjoyed my history class with you both. And Mr. Peter Josie, I learned about dog whistle politics. Well, I'm glad I could pass that on to you. Very interesting and quite evident in the examples that you and Minerva illustrated, such as Dr. Anthony's "We Will Fight You" and Dr. Hilaire's "This Will Be the Nastiest Elections." And we see these incitements trickling down to their supporters. I listened to Mr. Lionel Ellis's account on Saturday of an incident at Babonneau last week where he worked at one of the vaccination sites, and Mr. Gaspar's political attack on him for simply assisting an elderly man who's 85 years old and who didn't want to be turned away. I ask myself whether the SLP is even fit for opposition. Not a damn seat for them. Okay. Let's get to the next one. Wait. Hold on there now. Okay. Thank you so much for that message. Norbert Williams, bonjour. This is the Sky FM Chief of Staff. Once a soldier, always a soldier. Yes, sir. Please report to the orderly room. Yes, sir. Be quick about that. Yes, sir. For not wearing your bow tie today, you are guilty as... Yes, sir. Charge settlement. Meet me in the mess hall. Yes, sir. Move it. Yes, sir. Some people are so creative around here. You know. Thanks for that laugh this morning. Next one. The opposition can't face the fire from Guy Joseph in the House. The fire is too hot. They rather go home and watch him on TV instead. Good one. Next message. The police should take Pierre to task with a statement like, the government is making the police, is turning the police against the people. Tell Pierre, we the people are not stupid. It's just desperation. A lot of the SLP projects fell through as a result of difficulty they faced trying to make some kind of... Mr. Williams, continue to dig into the archives and show caring solutions at home and abroad the reasons why the SLP cannot govern this country. They're watching all our programs. Let them watch the videos of their idiotic behavior and choke on their own vomit. They cannot get the monkey off their backs. Good morning, Norbert. My son introduced me to this radio station and I have never stopped listening to you guys in the morning. Keep it up. Very informative. I've learned a lot. Oh, well, thank you very much for continuing to tune in. That is great. Thank you so much. That's wonderful. And another one. Good morning, Mr. Norbert. I have a little homework for you dealing with roadworks. The SLP said that they would build a four-lane highway from Mega J, that's Shock, to Grosley at a cost of $150 million. 5 miles of road. If you divide 150 by 5, that would be $30 million per mile. Yet the SLP complains about a 1.5 mile road costing $20 million. Double standard SLP. Interesting. If you can remember where they said that or who said it, send it to me. I'll get the information. Very interesting. Morning, Norbert. Good program last night. I had forgotten that Parliament Roro keep exposing the SLP's non-performance in the House. And we have another message. Hey, good morning, Norbert. I feel so proud when you are featured on our local news. I was. It says wonders about your show and the impact that you have. It's rare that a talk show host is featured in a news article. Thank you for bringing us the truth and equipping us with the ability to debunk the propaganda and be confident in what we say. They're asking to ring the bell, but they don't know that we are more eager for elections. They're going mad. Good morning from Lacoville in Micoud South. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you. And thank you for your comments in Lacoville. Let's get the next one. Morning. Did you see Philip give the speaker his back? You need to break that down a little more. First time writing, Mr. Norbert. Thank you so much. I am an ardent listener, and I'm using your platform to send my son Darren a happy birthday greetings. Happy 18th birthday to Darren. Happy birthday to you, coming from your dad. Happy birthday, Darren. Hope you have a wonderful day. Hope you have a wonderful Keeping It Real day. Okay, we have another message here. Let's get into that. Mr. Williams, good morning. Hope you had a blessed night. Sir, I have never said where I'm from. Sorry to say, I'm from Bocage. Sir, I am so ashamed of this man who's supposed to represent us, and he comes in the house to talk such nonsense every time like that. I'm always listening to hear, should he win, what will he do different? I never hear you see Philip is out of plans. He's just talking all over his face, making himself a real fool every day. And the last message for now. Guy speaks at prime time, Yope. Okay. Phone is back on for you, 4560931, or you can call via WhatsApp, 485-0931, 485-0931. 7:23 in the morning, a glorious Wednesday morning in St. Lucia, and you're tuning to Sky FM with the morning edition of Keeping It Real. What do you want to talk about today? It's all about you today, Wednesday. You know, sometimes I don't want to dictate the discussion. There's a lot to talk about. There's a lot happening in St. Lucia. There's COVID. There's, you know, what happened in the House yesterday. Yeah, we had another sitting of Parliament yesterday. And what happened there as far as the extension of the state of emergency was so what's the word? Was so predictable. In fact, I predicted it here yesterday with Minerva and on Monday as well. And everything that was predicted came to pass. Because the opposition is so predictable. Their pattern of behavior is inescapable. It's inescapable. But you know, that's just the way it is. Inescapable. How do you say inescapable in French? Huh? How do you say that? Or in Spanish? How do you say that? Well, inescapable in French is inéluctable. Wow. Inéluctable. That's it in French. And in Spanish, inescapable is ineludible. Wow. Ineludible. 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 Inescapable. There you go, folks. See the wonders of the internet, how it just has everything at your fingertips. At your fingertips, and yet still we have people who have smartphones, they have access to the internet, they have laptops, they have computers, they have tablets, whatever the device. And, well, let's just say what they say, the things they say, just anything but smart. The phone is smarter than them. 4560931. And you know, I'm gonna tell you that what was witnessed in the House of Parliament yesterday, what was predicted to happen yesterday, is simply a matter of they going mad. Simply a matter. They going mad, mad. All they trying. All they try. And it's looking bad. Hate for my brother man.
I give them love and they feed me hate. My heart is clean and my mind is pure. So they can't understand why I can't go down. So they going mad, mad. All they try. They
going mad, mad. And it's looking bad. Hate for my fellow man.
I always wish them
the best I can now.
I don't see why they wanna see me down.
Why they wanna see me down?
I am safe and sound. So they
going mad, mad. All they try and they're going mad. Crazy.
And it's looking bad. Yeah.
Good morning, you're on the air. Let's keep it real.
Good morning, Mr. William. How are you?
Morning, sir. I'm doing great. Doing great on God's green earth.
I know that.
Loco.
Exactly, Bagaila, by sure. No, but I know you're a man who does a lot of research. One thing, there is something I wanted you to check. I was just looking at a few things. When I was just watching the G7 meeting, which is on the 4th, which is today, and South Africa is the only black country that are a member of the G7 meeting. Now, the reason why I brought that, because I bring that, I recall we have heard so much about callers and all them kind of nonsense, and I said the other day, probably if South Africa was not occupied by white, in as much as what transpired during the apartheid regime
in South
probably
Africa.
South Africa would have not been it would have not been a member of the G7 meeting, which is a top countries in the world. But I say this simply to say that when we talk about blacks, as though blacks have a degree of running things, and a lot of black countries we know for the fact that they have running things successfully, and the people are still in poverty. You understand? So then I say this, and I'm saying one of the reasons why today South Africa can be a member of the G7 meeting, top leaders, is because of the past era of apartheid. and because they were ruling by a white country. And that is what I said. But going back, I think if you were in Parliament yesterday, you heard during the presentation of the former Prime Minister when he said he was expecting the debate this morning to be how we can advise St. Lucian to be vaccinated. He went and quote as far as saying that presently 24,000 St. Lucian are vaccinated.
Yeah.
And he thought the meeting today would have been discussing as well. Now looking at him well and listen to what he was saying. In fact, if he was Prime Minister, he would have make it mandatory that it's a must. You have to vaccinate.
Well, I don't know if it's, I don't know
if
that's what he was alluding to be
fair. But listen to him well. Knowing him, we've closed 316, and then you could see when he was 361. You can 361. You can see where he was going. He said most of the people in his constituency said they're not vaccinated, and then he went as far as saying, since we will be pretty soon having the cruise ship in Port Castries, persons will be returning back to the hotels, and he feared because of not even half of the population vaccinated.
Well, let me tell you something.
Whether that is going to be a problem.
Let me tell you something. It will not be mandatory that you get vaccinated, but just like so many other vaccines that you have to take, you don't have to take it if you don't want to, but you will not be able to participate or be a part of a number of things. Like there are countries that you travel to, maybe not in the region, but Africa and Asia and elsewhere, that because of the prevalence of certain diseases over there, or because they want to keep their country safe, that you have to have a vaccine. The same way you must have, you don't have to take the test, but you will not be able to get into a lot of countries in the world right now if you don't get a COVID test and have it negative.
Yeah.
The same way you can't go to college. Go ahead.
That is true. But you might not take my word. I think the clip I do some recording.
I'll check it again. It's not very long. It's not very long.
You can. It was you can just go back and whether plates will be listeners can. But I record some, especially almost at his end of his presentation.
Well, those who are interested,
and I think that was the only.
Those who are interested, it's on the government YouTube channel and also on Facebook, Government of St. Lucia. So you can go back there and get the recordings.
But it sounds so funny because it's almost like that during the budget he was so hostile, and this time around he was almost like the opposition should be come together with the government on COVID. So you have you can play the clip so persons can listen.
They had the opportunity to be on the committee. They walk out. They left. They quit.
Exactly. Yeah. Anyway, have a blessed day.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you for keeping it real. 4560931, folks. Give me a ring-a-ling on the ting-a-ling right here in the studio, 4560931. And also, our WhatsApp number is 485-0931. 485-0931 for WhatsApp. They're going mad, mad. All they try, and I say they mad, crazy, and it's looking bad, yeah. Alright, it's alright. Yes, I'm loco, y dame loco pollo. Folks, don't forget. Special announcement. Stop the press. Special announcement, folks. Get your not your vaccine. Well, get that too. If you haven't voted before, get registered. Get your ID. If you've lost your ID, get it replaced. If it's expired, get it renewed. Get lined up for this election, folks. You got to make your voice heard. Good morning. You're on the air. Let's keep it real.
Hi. Good morning, Lord.
Morning, sir. How are you?
I'm okay. I am hoping that your previous caller was not suggesting that apartheid was a good thing for South Africa.
Well, I was hoping so too.
Okay.
I didn't want to get into that whole apartheid thing this morning.
Exactly. Let me tell you now, but who or what exactly is UWP Media?
I don't know. You'll have to ask the people who are saying that. Well, there's one person who keeps saying that, or two. So you'll have to ask them. I wonder what then you would refer to as SLP Media.
Media. That was going to be my next question.
Absolute nonsense. You see, that's where they try to brand you, and when they brand you, there's a certain connotation to that branding that they want to stick on you. But you know, when you're pointing back at yourself, and it's rather ironic that the individuals, the few that have made that statement, are themselves branded, and they know what they branded, and in fact, they know what they are. So I ain't even gonna worry about that, because you know, that's just distraction from the message.
Yeah, because I think it is being used so loosely and flippantly now.
Yeah.
It has almost become, I thought for myself, because maybe it was something official, that maybe Sky FM was registered under that name or something.
I don't know. I don't know whether. Well, it's just, you know, it's just the shenanigans. It's just the how do I say that? It's just the Coco Macacry. That's all it is. Coco Macacry.
All right then. Okay, bye.
Thank you very much, caller. Thanks for keeping it real. Good morning, you're on the air. Let's keep it real.
Yeah, good morning again, Mr. Number. Just quick.
Yeah.
To add on what Mr. Pierre had to contribute to the House, Mr. Pierre made it very clear that by the Prime Minister own admission that the SOE is only important for the curfew.
Yeah.
But what I want Philip Pierre to tell St. Lucia, because he also went on to mention that Section 5 of SI 68 of 2021 gave the Prime Minister the right to close down restaurants and bars, and also control the time in which one could sell liquor. But I want to know if Philip Pierre, like he said, doesn't go anywhere. When you have no curfew, back in the day, there was a time when there was no SOE, and people were saying how Daisy will want to ask them where they come from, whether there is Daisy child or something like that.
There you go.
So when you see you have no curfew, and you go in, Mr. William, you get your alcohol, and you head to the beach with your coolers, how do you really need a bar to open to gather at 12 o'clock in the night?
Exactly. Because you know what, caller?
I mean,
You know
Yes.
what? You see, this is just the badly thought out responses. Because all of this, and we have to get it, and it's like they were lost in space after a year. All of this is put in place to fight COVID. End of story. COVID.
Indeed.
And they're forgetting that.
Like you always said, Mr. Williams. Yeah. Someone is setting up Mr. Pierre. And I have to say, it's not only Mr. Pierre. You see the press secretary as well.
Caller, you know what?
The press secretary and Pierre is being set up.
I think he's setting up himself. That
I
when
believe so.
when the
In the
intense
polls from the
focus
election.
when the intense focus and spotlight is on him, all the day four are being exposed. That's all it is.
Good. Indeed. Indeed. Yeah. Thank you, Doc.
Thank you very much, caller. Thanks for keeping it real. When you're in the shadows as Deputy Prime Minister, you know, when you're just there as a shadow, that's what you are, a shadow. You know? But now you want to be in the spotlight. Seems like the shadow as a shadow. You're a shadow unto yourself. And all the day four, all the blemishes from the past, all of that is exposed for all to see. That's what's happening there. That's what's happening. We have a few more messages. Let me get to those. Let's get there. We have quite a few. Wow. Morning to Madonna. Hope you're feeling much better today. Good morning, Mr. Williams. Best thing that happened to St. Lucia. Camping virtual because you're reaching more people. Hold on a second here now. Good morning, you're on the air. Let's keep it real. Morning, sir. Talk to me.
Okay, I was watching the show last night.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that was amazing.
What was?
Way back then,
Mm.
when Pierre was
In the house.
in opposition, and
Yeah.
you see the confrontation he
Yep.
had with the former Speaker of the House,
Yep.
Mrs. Marfrin,
Yep.
and you line up all the details to now, and you've seen the pattern of behavior.
That's right.
In the
That's
house
right.
there. And especially when they're in opposition,
Yep.
why they behaving so well?
Can't take it. They
And
can't
when
take
the
it.
Labour Party in power, the UWP doesn't behave that way, you know.
Ask Guy about being in opposition and
They
what
don't
they
behave
did.
that way. They sit in there. They are allowing them to give their contribution.
Yeah.
You understand that once the UWP in power, it's hell for them. We that's supposed to be in power. No, not you all, not you all. I personally, based on what I've seen yesterday on your program,
Yeah.
I just want to, like, can I use the word bracket Mr. Pierre? I don't think he's fit. He's not. You don't have the quality of a prime minister in him. I believe Sean Edward can do a better job than him, because I have seen some kind of qualities in Sean Edwards, but not Mr. Pierre. He lacked a lot of things to become the prime minister of St. I don't think that we are ready to allow that to happen, because the evidence is there. There is nothing you can gather from those guys. Nothing you can teach your children about. And the young people in this country is seeing what is going on, and they are the ones that are going to make the difference in this election. They're going to balance the situation between the two parties. Which party that they believe they're going to have a future with? They're going to be the one to do that. The young people from 18 up to 45, 40. These are the people that are going to select the government in this coming elections. Those
Yep.
people, 60, 55, 70, and 80, well, they're going to join as well. But my main focus, the main focus of that election is the young people coming up, whether we're going to have a better future with the United Workers' Party or the SLP. So I'm appealing to the St. Lucian public, the young people out there. We're living in a different world now. The world is coming smaller and smaller every day. Things are happening out there. We don't have no hand on that. We don't have nothing in St. Lucia. We don't have oil, we don't have gas, we don't have nothing in St. Lucia. We are depending on our friends over there to give us some help when it's necessary. You understand? So the people of St. Lucia, especially the young people of St. Lucia, have to sit and analyze the situation we're going through now. And when the time is right to make their decision, they are the one that are going to choose which government that they're going to have a future with.
Yeah.
I leave that to them. They are the one to decide.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you for keeping it real. Good morning, you're on the air. Let's keep it real.
Yes, good morning, the great one.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm very good, very good. That's one of the reasons that you're my man. You know, you're a good teacher. You go out there and then you put all the information together, because you can know if a teacher don't study. You know.
Sure.
You're doing a fantastic job, man.
Thank you.
When you don't really sit behind in your office and then get all those information. You know. You know, that is why I'm telling you, and whatever that, because I like to honor people when they are alive.
Yeah.
You're doing a fantastic job.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you so much.
Station man.
Pardon?
And then I learned a lot from you and Minerva yesterday.
Oh yeah?
I sat back and then I took a lot of notes yesterday.
Okay.
As a student.
Oh.
Because,
Professor.
you know, the reason why I didn't call yesterday, I wanted to learn something new yesterday.
Ah, well, I'm glad you did.
And then you're a good history teacher.
Yeah, well, I was around, you know, I
And
pay
then
attention.
I tell you, I learned a lot from yesterday and this morning.
Well, good.
Because I just want to tell people that when you want to learn something, you listen.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. So whatever that you're doing, keep it up.
Thank you very much.
And then one of the things that I want to say before I dismiss is like some people in history, how can you become a leader when you are rebelling, when you're showing our young people that you're not an example?
Yeah.
Because majority of those people, these people are, behaving kind of way, and then you want to become St. Lucia future leader.
Yeah.
To me, that says something.
I agree with you, caller, because a
people
lot
are
of
listening,
that.
people are hearing.
I agree with you. A lot of that is happening in the House of Parliament. And the young people and the people who you're setting the examples for, are seeing this. And the thing is that it's so unfounded, it's so counterproductive when in the highest office of the land, in our parliament, being a representative, is where you're supposed to discuss the issues, not walk out when you fashy, when you can't get your way, you just storm out of there. And it's a very bad example to set for the country.
Yeah, but you know, one of the things that, the road, some of the young people are using that word, road boy. Yeah, you rude boy, you never heard of that word, rude boy,
sure.
rude, I'm a rude boy.
Rude boy.
Yeah, rude boy. And my mother used to tell me, Zotani mess. Sometimes when my mother tell me that, then sometimes it allowed me to stop and think. You understand? To me, why can't you cannot even control yourself? When you become a St. Lucia Prime Minister, how you be able to do it? You have to start somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
You cannot do it now, so when you become Prime Minister, you're going to do it. Hell no. Anyway, my brother, that's all I have to say.
Thank you very much.
You have a great day.
Have a great day. You too. Thank you very much. Thanks for keeping it real. Keeping it real every day, every day. Yeah, so let's go through a few messages there. Somebody says, that Doughboy thing, maybe it's from the Pillsbury Doughboy. I think that was around long time ago. Long time ago. Good morning, Mr. Williams. The best thing that's happened to St. Lucia is because you're reaching. Hold on here. Best thing that's happened to St. Lucia is that you're reaching more people. Before, or in the past, lots of people would stay home and not go to outdoor meetings. But now everyone is watching and listening, even the opposition. Great show as usual. Keep it up. Thank you very much. Every day, they're watching, folks. They're watching. He couldn't have made that statement in Parliament if he wasn't watching. He's watching. He wakes up early every day to listen to Keeping It Real. Good morning to Philip J. Pierre. How are you doing? I want one person in Bocage to tell me what difference or any changes that Philip J. Pierre has made. We will put him out. Good morning. Next one. Okay, next one. Good morning. The man who spoke on the G7 meeting is a very intelligent man. I love to hear him speak as much as I enjoy listening to you, Mr. Williams. Wow. Wow. Thank you very much for that vote of confidence. Next message. Good morning, Mr. Williams. I started watching Sky FM from only last month. Since then, I am watching every day, all day. Best radio station. Thank you very much. Hi, Mr. Norbert. Nebot. That's what they put. Nebot. Well, I've been called many things. I've never been called Mr. Nebot. N-E-B-O-T. Norbert. Good morning, Mr. Nebot. Good morning, and how are you? I was watching the house, and all the 6 horsemen were making a fool of themselves. When they were in, it was one story. Now that they're out, it's another story. They stick in that, or like we say in St. Lucia, yo puyansa. They're going mad because they know they will not enter in there as the government. That's why the 6 horsemen need some serious prayers, and have a blessed day. Miss another one, and I'm enjoying your show. God will bless all of you, all in the radio station. God bless you all. From Hospital Road. Okay, next one. Good morning, sir. I keep hearing the SLP saying that the state of emergency is to give the government an advantage in the upcoming elections, and not for the stated reasons. My question is, how does the state of emergency give the government an advantage when they, too, need to campaign? I don't know, caller. I don't know. It's just baities, you know, just meant to trick the mind without having you think about the details. Norbert, play the song From My Corner by Morgie in its entirety. Next one. Good morning. I cannot wait for elections for those SLP fellas to disappear forever. That's a real St. Lucian word, eh? It's hung around. Fellas. Well, it's not St. Lucian, but you know, it's a word use. Fellas. Norbert, what a caller highlighted early about Philip J. Pierre is that when anyone from his team makes a contribution, he turns his chair around with his back towards the speaker. He's the only person who does that. Is this a sign of disrespect to the speaker? Yeah, he started doing that lately. I know. The SLP's campaign in 2011 was built on promises they never fulfilled. Their campaign promise in 2016 was to fulfill their unfulfilled promises of 2011, but the people were afraid of them and gave the UWP the win. Now in 2021, Pierre says he is his own man and will do what his leader failed to do before. So he thinks people are stupid. The same Pierre, the same Kenny, and the same defeated SLP team of 2016 are making a round and trying to creep back in. The SLP could not even bring St. Lucia to the level the UWP has now brought it, and they expect people to believe that they can bring St. Lucia to the next and even higher level. Good morning, Mr. Williams. The SLP is just lost, and they're trying to see if they can find a way back. I just don't understand why some people cannot see that these guys are trying to hoodwink them. For as long as they've been in opposition, all they do is fight everything the government is doing for the good of the country. That should tell St. Lucians these guys care for no one but themselves. Okay, somebody sent me a link there. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. And as for information about, oopsie daisy, I had asked for information about the costs on the roads, and somebody sent me a link to, oh, what happened there? What's this? That's not what I asked for. Oh. Oh. Now is this? Come on now. You know, sometimes these devices just want to do what they want. Okay, I guess this is what we do here. Let me see. What's going on there? Let me try something here, folks. I'm just trying something here. And go. Okay. Shock Bay, Grosley Road Improvements Loan signed July the 4th. So what happened? The Grosley Highway and secondary roads in Grosley are... I don't think that's quite it. Talking about... I don't know what... I don't think that this is... Yeah, well, you know what, Cole, I don't think anything really materialized out of that. I'll have to examine that story and get some more information on it, because I don't want to say anything that I don't know about. Okay? Right. Oh, okay. The loan was for $18 million US, but they would have to buy lands. Of course, they would have to acquire lands next to or alongside the highway, and that's what made the final cost to be estimated at $150 million. Kenny Anthony did sign for the loan, which was US $18 million in 2015. Okay, I understand now. Yeah, but big part of all of that was the consideration that you needed to acquire the lands, and that's what would have made it exceedingly expensive, time-consuming. And what about people who don't want to and they want to go to court and all kind of things? And where would people's houses be and all of that? That was a major headache. But anyway, that's another story, folks. That's another story. We'll take this caller here. Good morning, you're on the air. Let's keep it real.
Good morning, Mr. Norbert.
Morning, sir. How are you? I'm good.
You know, I was just, I want to compliment you on playing that historical video last evening.
Oh, Renegades.
Renegades.
Yeah, thank you.
I wonder if Dr. Kenny Anthony knows the meaning of the word renegade. Because I checked it out just to confirm. It says, the dictionary says, someone who behaves in a rebellious or unconventional manner. Is it conventional for the opposition to stand up, fling his hands up in the air,
in the house,
shout in the house, and oppose the speaker's direction? Is that not the actions of renegades? So I think this is something that you have to play again and explain to the people of St. Lucia, especially those who don't know, who do not have the ability to find out, what does Kenny action represent? Not renegades. I really think we should look at that again.
Yeah.
And when the opposition behave like that, and they stand up and call renegades, who are they fooling? Thank you.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you for keeping it real. In fact, I pulled up the meaning. There are a number of different shades of meaning for renegade. And I'm looking here, and it says a person who deserts and betrays an organization, a country, or set of principles. So I want you to listen to this here, folks. I want you to listen to this here and tell me if what you're hearing here, or what you will just hear right now, are the words of a renegade. Seeing that Dr. Kenny Anthony and Philip J.P. and a bunch of horsemen back then in 2008 or whatever were so willing to dish out that word in our House of Parliament when they could not get their way with the Speaker. When they couldn't get their way. I want you to tell me if, in your opinion, this person is a renegade. And what is this I'm going to play for you? The person who spoke about it was planned in St. Lucia to happen in Dominica. Tell me, is this a renegade? A person who deserts and betrays an organization, country, or set of principles?
Be careful of the United Workers' Party. Very careful of them. Do not fall for their tricks. And I'll tell you something. You see all what's happening in Dominica? That's well planned. And it was planned in St. Lucia. It was planned in St. Lucia to happen in Dominica. And I'll tell you more. For what they're doing to Dominica, we have a responsibility in St. Lucia to make sure we vote them out at the next election.
Well, that we vote them out at the next elections. We have a responsibility in St. Lucia. Moi-même, c'est moun la. I tell you, ma, it ain't easy. 8 o'clock in St. Lucia, you heard the time signal right here. The only station with the time signal in St. Lucia. Oh. You know what it is. Once you're listening and you hear that, folks, once you hear this, you know it's the top of the hour right here. So let's get through some of the messages here again so we can make our way out of here. And it's still 8 a.m., just about 1 minute past 8. And if you had to get to work for 8 o'clock, well, you should be there right now. And if you had to get to work for 7 o'clock, you're late. You know, I haven't had breakfast yet. So let's read. Please, our beloved St. Lucians, do not allow the SLP to inject their venom into your minds. Observe, listen, and make your own choices. A wise one, and vote the United Workers' Party. With prayers at the helm, and Pierre as leader of the SLP is doomed. We have already won. No, we haven't won yet, folks. You have to go out and vote. That's what you have to do. Vote. Make sure your name is on the list. Check where you're listed. A lot of cocoa-macacry can happen. They may throw you at some polling station way in behind God back where you're not expecting to be. And then when you get to the polling station now, you're on the line for so long, and when you get up front, it says, sorry, you're not there, you at that other polling station. You say, you see that thing, I ain't doing that again, man. Blap. Shy Moon Cafe, shy cocoa-macacries. Watch out for the cocoa-macacry. That's right, folks. Watch out for the cocoa-macacry. Watch out for the Mickey Mouse. That's right. Mickey Mouse play. Don't let them play you. You can go online, check your name. The Electoral Office has a website. Put your name in, put your NIS number, NIC number, your Social Security number, whatever you want to call it. And you see where you are and see which polling station. Make sure. Find out. A lot of shenanigans have been known to happen. That's right. A lot. Don't let me get into it. Don't let me get into it, folks. There are a lot of devious characters out there who for a little thing will make changes, frustrate you on election day. Don't fall for it. So let me read here. Good morning, Mr. Williams. Lovely show. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much. I would like to commend that private citizen who is taking Mr. Henry to court. Okay. I don't know which private citizen is taking him to court, because it seems as though the police aren't doing anything, and this private citizen recollects when a young man somewhere in the south who disrupted a church service, was immediately arrested. Okay, so I guess we get that idea. Lucians, watch your bread. Mr. Williams, one more thing. The caller who spoke about Mr. Pierre doesn't have the quality to be a prime minister. I second that motion. God forbid, if they win this election, they will have a power struggle between himself, the doctor, and also the one who's representing Labrie. Lots of things go through people's minds here. Good morning, Mr. Williams. I just want to join you in your response to the caller who spoke of the vaccination process. Prior to 2016, we traveled to Barbados to mock CXCs annually without demands for vaccination. In 2016, we had to get a yellow fever vaccine and present the certificate at the airport. So as you explained to him, there will be limitations, and it's not only for regional and international travel, because COVID-19 is changing the way the world operates. Good morning, Teacher Norbert. Ooh, the Grand Poobah. Oh, wise one. Morning, Teacher Norbert. You have many more students who are attentive listeners. Therefore, the exam that will be set on Elections Day will not be difficult for us to pass. We will surely keep it real by putting the tick in the right box. Creative people here. The only thing PJP needs next in the house is his clown costume. Yeah. Hi Norbert, maybe we can get a local Calypsonian to remake that song with the local politicians in it instead, not a damn seat for them. Yeah, interesting one. Interesting one, caller. Interesting one. Hi Norbert, what's the latest on St. Jude's? Work's progressing. Next, you know what? I'll give you all a big update on Tuesday. You need to give Mr. Pierre some credit. When Keeping It Real was only on Tuesdays, he said every day, every day. At least he finally got something right after falsely predicting elections. Good one, caller. Good one, all the way from New York City. Next one. Well, we have a few messages here. Let me get through those. Good morning, Mr. Norbert. Thank you for the program last night. The St. Lucian public needs a few videos to remind them that a leopard never changes its spots. Do you have any tape reference Plywood City? I'll have to look for that. Morning, Norbert. Laugh when all Pierre boys left the house and left him alone. He was not too mad at the government, but more mad at them. He brought an uproar when he left. Next one. Good morning, Mr. Norbert. Guy Joseph plus Harold plus Fortuna equals SLP walkout. Next one. Okay. Next one. Good morning, Norbert. Are the SLP in a deep dream? Yeah, I think that's what? Theta. They're deep sleep. REM, that's the kind of sleep that they're in. REM, rapid eye movements. Go look it up, folks. REM sleep. Are the SLP in a deep dream? Can someone wake them up, please? It is so unbelievable how they choose to forget. These jokers really need a tent to bring out a show. I would not pay a dime to see them, not even for free. And we have one final message here. Mr. Williams, Kenny is not the type who likes to be second to anyone. And Hilaire, all he wants is to be in charge. Now Pierre is the current leader. Neither Kenny nor Hilaire will want to work under Pierre. Just wait for the row. And that was our final message. We have another one. Good morning, Norbert. Going into the city yesterday, it felt so disheartening that it has resorted to this. Or what? As I saw the tape and police in Constitution Park to keep protesters away, which they were hoping to have yesterday. Throughout my life, I would even pass by and listen to the proceedings. The SLP has put St. Lucia on the map as lawless, and it's a shame hearing them in the House, which is obvious that they are hell-bent on opposing the government every day. Thank you very much for that comment. That's the last message there, folks, and that has taken us to the end of today's show, the morning edition of Keeping It Real. It's the what? The end of the world? It's the end of the world as we know it. REM. Yeah, that's a group. Yeah, it is a group too. It's the end of the SLP as we know them. Somebody says, just imagine Philip J. Pierre walking out of a UN meeting. Well, That's it, folks. That's it this morning. Thank you so much for joining me once again for another morning edition of Keeping It Real. Coming up at 9 o'clock, the man Champagne for Champagne in the Morning, and joining him at 10, the Honorable, Sir Michael Shasney and Mr. Peter Josie. Coming up at 10 o'clock on Champagne in the Morning, which will start off taking over from yours truly at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock this morning, folks. Don't you forget it. The man Champagne with Champagne in the Morning. Once again, thank you very much for joining me for another morning edition of Keeping It Real. Don't forget, tomorrow morning, 6 o'clock, as usual. Yep. Keeping It Real. And on Friday morning, Tuesdays and Fridays, 6 to 8, Minerva Ward. Thank you for joining me once again, and hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye. Hello everyone, I'm Norbert Williams, right here on Sky FM 93.1. Join me Monday to Friday, 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. for the morning edition of Keeping It Real. And on Tuesdays and Fridays, Minerva Ward joining me from Canada, right near the North Pole. Although it's cold over there, it's going to be hot in here. Don't you forget, Monday to Friday, 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. on GVD TV and streaming live on Facebook. Don't you miss it.
When President Trump lost his son, Joe Biden suspended his campaign.
That's true.
He suspended his campaign for 2 days when President Trump lost his son.
Oh, you lie! You lie!
I have it on the record. Lost his son.
Robert Trump, President Trump's younger brother, has passed away after an illness.
That's all, folks.
If I was Prime Minister,
that now go happen. That will never happen. You will never live to see that happen.
Me could not family. Mamai me could know. Tune in to GVD TV 115 and Facebook Live this and every Tuesday for Let's Talk with Auntie Gail, where we will discuss what is happening in our constituency and the progress we have made so far. Anu pale epi Auntie Gail, sule madi asu GVD TV channel yon se. Me could not, we've got this. Let's talk. Nous tout c'est yon famille and me could not.
I'm not gonna say bye.
We're happy that Mr. Birch will be able to serve us to the extent and serve us very well, which I see to myself that's someone that will be able to work for us.
Mr. Birch, I am wishing you the best of luck in the upcoming election. We love you, we are there with you, we are supporting you, and what can I say? I wish the United Workers' Party all the best in that election.
Thank you, Butch. Thank you, my Prime Minister. We all love you. Yes. You have a vision, God give it to you. Yes. And you is the best Prime Minister we ever get in St. Lucia. Yes. Thank you.
I have every intention to assist in whatever way, in whatever capacity, in wherever I can, for the advancement of the people of Beaufort North. I couldn't believe Beaufort North in 2021 still have households that do not have pipeline water. But as the current government under the United Workers' Party, they did everything they could to get pipeline water for the people of Fonkapesh. And now that the people of Fonkapesh are enjoying this precious commodity, as we say, water is life, and that is a success story. And kudos to the government, the people of Fonkapesh, and by extension Beaufort North, they are extremely happy.
Fortuna Belrose, I don't have no problem with her. I think she's the right person in that time for the right job and to do the right thing, what we always wanted.
Hi everyone, I'm Amira Sere and I'm a student at the Monaco Passios Combined School. I'm in grade 6 and my teacher is Miss Stanislas. My favorite subject would be math. I don't normally like it, but my teacher makes it finds a way to make it fun. I also love the positive quote she put up all over the walls. It reminds me to keep going. Also, the new wing is very impressive. The balcony is very large. So at break time, I can eat my snack and, go for a nice little walk. I also like the size of the classroom, so I'm not sticking on anybody because, 6 feet apart. Before, it was a rocky ride coming to school when I normally take the bus. But now, the drivers don't have any complaints now that the district rep fixed it. Before, it was like a rocky, stony road. A dirt road, but now that they fixed it with some concrete and nice tools, it's a smooth ride. I may even fall asleep. Thank you, Dr. Rigobert.
Guy, if you keep it up, you cannot never lose. You will never lose if you keep on doing what you're doing there to support us, because we will always support him.
I appreciate what the minister doing. It's a good thing. See the work you put in on there, I appreciate that. I like that. That's nice.
Women people. I'm going on. Where? Yeah, back to work.
So where you have Don't mind them, they can take down our guy.
So that must pass Mr. Guy is ready.
Yeah. Why don't we do that?
Which guy? What guy? That guy? Mr. Guy?
Hey, Georgia!
You cannot do that. We already asked him to do it for us and Guy not give it to us. All of us eating our bread thanks to Mr. Guy. Joachim coming and can scandalize us.
So we today coming there.
I asked them and like everybody down there if he couldn't get that little job, the same little job he say Guy giving us. If he couldn't get it for us, he tell me that's TFA and you didn't get it for us. You come up here 3 times before Guy. Huh? So TFA you couldn't get it for us. But as Guy give it to us, you have a problem, you want to come and bribe us. It could worth 78 point something million dollars. We don't care. We still accepting the $150 we get for our day. Thank you to Guy. We're not too big and we're not too tough, but when we work together, we got the right stuff. Go, Mr. Guy, yay!
Mikud North family, Mamai Mikud North. Tune in to GVD TV 115 and Facebook Live this and every Tuesday for Let's Talk with Auntie Gail, where we will discuss what is happening in our constituency and the progress we have made so far. Anu pale epi Auntie Gail, Tule Madi asu GVD TV channel yon se. Mikud North, we've got this. Let's talk. Nous tout c'est yon famille à Mikud North.
Hello, welcome to the program Champagne in the Morning with yours truly, your favorite guy, Champagne. Join me here every morning from 8 a.m. until 12 noon. We're also live on GVD channel 115 and live stream on the internet. Join me as we discuss all of the current events of our beautiful country and around the world. You too could get into the program by calling in 456-0931 or 485-0931. Thank you for tuning in. Join me 8 a.m. to 12 noon.